I used to play the archer kit, and whenever you like shot someone from really far away, it started to multiply the damage. So if you shoot someone from like really far, it would one shot them. I went to the real life like Lego offices, I guess, to meet up with all of them in real life. And that was pretty cool. That was like the highlight of that whole thing.
I can't believe how much we raised. I'm actually in shock.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for you.
2.1 grand. That's 2.1 grand. That's
I
mental.
know. And then we go to the end and we win the game.
Both the times that you've been on the blue bats, your team has placed 9th.
Dude, there's a really cool thing coming out in May. I'm pretty sure it's in May. And it is actually probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Alright lads, welcome back to the InsideMC podcast, the 102nd edition. No way, the first InsideMC with a guest is triple digits. I guess Midweek MC was the 101st, but that doesn't count because we're recording this before Midweek MC. I am joined also with someone really, really cool. This podcast today is actually going out on the day I get back from Berlin. So it's the last podcast before we have a week's break. I am joined with the amazing Hannahxxrose.
Hi.
Welcome in. How are you today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I am good, thank you. It's like I've forgotten how to do my intro. It's actually quite embarrassing. Of all podcasts, this is the one where I mess up.
I do my intro probably like 20 times, and then if I'm recording a video and I listen it over, and it's just horrible. So you did really good.
Normally I bag it first time. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time I've had to redo the intro. Normally I just do it instantly. So, but it's okay. Third time's a charm, am I right?
True.
I mentioned it in the intro there, but I want to explain it a little bit better here. So last week's podcast was the 100th edition. You were actually meant to be that. I was going to invite you for that week, but I was like, you know what, I kind of want to just do like a special edition where I get to waffle away. However, we are recording this on Monday the 15th. I have to edit this alongside the midweek MC that I record in 2 days, as well as last week's Inside MC to come out Friday, all before Sunday, because on Monday I go on holiday for a week, and this podcast is the final podcast before I take a week's break. So we're ending the streak of weekly uploads for an entire year with you, Hannah. So
oh my god, that's kind of crazy actually.
You should feel honored.
I feel honored.
It's pretty hype. It's been a really, really fun like run. I think for the last 33 weeks I've uploaded 2 podcasts every single week, and I edit them up myself completely, so it's been tough, but it's going to be a nice little break. And I know the entire time I'm going to be sitting there really like obviously enjoying my holiday. I know for a while I'm just going to be sitting there in the hotel room at night wondering what to do with myself. I'm not editing a podcast. So it's I don't know if you're ever like that with when you used to do YouTube content, because I know you haven't uploaded in a while, which we'll talk about in a bit anyways, but on the main channel at least. Did you ever used to get like that where you were just sitting there like not editing? You're like, what do I do with myself?
Yeah, I did. I felt like that a lot when I was uploading on TikTok really consistently. I'm like,
cool.
what do I even do right now?
I have too much free time. What am I meant to do with myself? Well, Hannah, I always like to give the intro. Obviously, I hyped you up as the amazing guest, and I got to use the little bit of intro there to waffle about myself. But I always like to give the introduction for you to let us know who you are. Who are you? What do you do? A fun fact, if you have one. No pressure, of course, but it's up to you.
Oh gosh, not a fun fact. Okay. Hi, I'm Hannah. I make Minecraft content, and honestly, I stream basically anything on Twitch at the moment, but I'm mostly super into like competitive Minecraft. And fun fact is I actually hate chocolate, like every type of chocolate chips, chocolate ice cream, chocolate cake. I just hate it. It just does not taste good. That is the fun fact.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I mean, wait, is that the only reason? Is it doesn't taste good, or is there like another reason?
It's just bitter. Like it tastes bitter.
Well, like any type of chocolate, even dark chocolate, milk chocolate, all of it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never heard someone who doesn't like chocolate. What do you snack on then?
Like sour candy or chips or something.
I'm a big fan of what's that one candy? It's American, because I only really get to buy it when I'm at conventions. Jolly Ranchers.
Ooh, yeah, those are good.
Big fan of Jolly Ranchers, actually. I like, but to see, the issue is though, right? I'm very bad at rationing. So like, if I go to a convention like Comic-Con or something and they're selling them, I'll buy like this big bag, and it's really not healthy. So I don't advise doing this. So to the listener here, which you probably know not to anyways, but that's not the point. I'll eat like the entire bag within a week. And it's like, it's because I see it's sitting there, right? It's sitting there staring at me. So I'm just going to eat it. You know what I mean? And it's really bad. I shouldn't do it. But what specific candy then? But what, like, specifically, like names? Yeah. What are some of your favorites?
If I get candy, I'd probably get like Sour Punch straws or like Sour Patch Kids, something like that. Or maybe like a caramel candy, probably.
Do you like Haribo's?
I don't really like gummy bears that much. I don't know. I just feel weird when I eat them.
Oh.
They're like little bears.
This is such a random question, right? And it makes no sense. I'm just curious. Are you like vegetarian or anything, or do you eat meat?
Nope, I'm not vegetarian. I just eat
so
whatever.
It's just genuinely just chocolate you don't like. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I know that's such a random bit for the podcast. I like to ask the questions that nobody's gonna ask. You see, so that's kind of cool though. Do you have another fun fact maybe to put you on the spot here, or is that like the best you got?
Honestly, I don't really have any more fun facts.
But how are you today, anyways? I feel like I kind of brushed over your answer.
Oh, I'm cool. I didn't really do much today yet.
It's kind of early for you still. Well, no, actually, no. It's the afternoon for you, right?
It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, we started recording a little bit late. Somebody kept delaying the podcast, which is really very bad actually. So now we're recording a lot later than usual. Which is
I had to help my family. I had to help them with something.
We should be 45 minutes deep into this podcast, by the way, listeners, which doesn't actually matter to you because you're going to be listening, and it's at one point you'll get to the 45-minute mark. But for recording sake, I think it's outrageous, and I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh! What the heck?
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. So, Hannah, I introduced you as your full name there, Hannahxxrose. I'm assuming I'm okay to just keep calling you Hannah, right? I don't want to full name you the entire podcast.
Yeah, no, you can. I was going to troll you and be like, no, like you have to say the full name, but no, I feel like nobody ever calls me that anyway.
I can full name you the entire time if you want. I can call you Hannahxxrose the entire time.
Please don't do that. That is just insane.
What's the deal with the name? I'm once again making another assumption here. I'm assuming that your IRL name is Hannah.
Yeah.
So how comes the XX Rose exist?
So like in 2014 or so, I don't know if you played a lot of games then. You probably did, but a lot of people had like X's and underscores and O's and zeros like in their name. And a lot of people, like, let's say your name is, I don't know, Joshua. Like, so you would have your name Joshua, but in the beginning it would be like XX underscore 00 underscore Joshua underscore 00 underscore XX. Like it would be like that. Like people would have so many names like that. It's not really that much of a thing anymore, but I promise you, like that used to be the thing, like in gaming and stuff. And I don't know, my first name is just Hannah and my middle name's Rose. So I just put it together and I was like looking for a name that wasn't taken, I guess, on Minecraft. So
that's actually a really nice middle name, Rose.
Thanks.
I thought you were just like a big fan of roses or something. I actually just
no.
That's such an easy name though. Like it's such an easy name to form that. Mine is the original. Mine is. See, I sometimes wonder if like because my nickname in like primary school was Chaz, but then it died off in secondary school, which was like so between the ages of 13 and like 17, no one really called me it. Even though so there was one kid who would always call me it, and he went to the same secondary school as me. And he went to the same primary school, and then he stopped calling me it. And like, I kind of understand why, as it was a bit of like an unnecessary nickname when my name is Charlie. But I sometimes wonder if I should have done something linking to that. Like I should have kind of revolved my name around that. Because I mean, I said this on previous podcasts. I look at the name Insane Orbits and I'm just like Orbits is good, but the insane part is a bit like, why? You know?
No, don't say that. It's cool. Everyone has their own original name.
It's not the insane part. I like Orbits. Orbits is good. With double Z as well, because I thought I was really cool. Actually, no, it wasn't because I was cool. That was just the whole theme of the clan. But I've been in a few clans. Have you ever been in a clan, Hannah?
Nope.
You've never been in like a Call of Duty clan, a Minecraft clan? No? A Bedwars clan, maybe?
Not really. I mean, when I played on Mineplex, I was a part of a bunch of like competitive teams, I guess. I don't know how much you played Mineplex, but there was a game called Bridges, and there was also a game called, what even was it? Champions, I guess? Yeah, I was on a competitive Champions team and a competitive Bridges team for like 2 years. So I guess those were my groups or whatever back then. Did
you win several trophies from that time?
It was all like player run tournaments. It was like the server had nothing to do with it. We just kind of made it they made it and I just tagged on a little bit. But I don't remember if we ever won that much.
Were you any good though? Do you remember if you was any good?
I was pretty good. That was pretty good. I used to play the archer kit, and whenever you like shot someone from really far away, it started to multiply the damage. So if you shoot someone from like really far, it would one shot them. That was like my favorite thing.
So you were a sniper then?
I tried.
Always been good with a bow.
I was like 15 doing this, so I don't even remember.
So I didn't get but I guess like I didn't actually really get a good PC because I had a laptop, but I don't really count that because I still like played on Xbox. I didn't really start getting into playing PC until about 2020, and then I didn't actually like start playing Java Edition until last March. So my Mineplex was Bedrock Edition, and
oh my god,
yeah, and I must say, Mineplex on Bedrock Edition was really, really bad, filled with hackers, just horrible PvP, just not an enjoyable time. Mineplex was definitely a server I didn't play. I even played I'm assuming you played Hive Java Edition back in the day.
A little bit.
See, I didn't even play that. I played Hive Bedrock, which is...
Oh my gosh.
I know, I was a Bedrock guy. I'm glad I moved on, I will say. We won't get into it, but I'm glad I'm part of the Java Edition community now. Because I get to sit down and talk with you, which might have happened, who knows, but it's a lot easier now kind of thing. So.
Yeah, I get that.
What about your skin? I know it's such a basic question because your skin, I'm assuming, is inspiration from yourself. But I have a few questions specifically regarding it to spice up the podcast a little bit. So I'm assuming that's rose thorns going down your right arm?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that meant to be I know it's over your sleeve. Is it meant to be a tattoo type beat? Why is it only on your right arm?
I don't know why it's only on my right arm, but it's not even supposed to be a tattoo. It's supposed to be real roses. And then the flower crown is supposed to be real roses too. I don't know.
The flower crown, of course.
I just thought it would look cool being down only one of my arms for some reason.
It looks cool. Well, so you made it yourself? You made the skin yourself?
No, someone made it a long time ago. I can't remember. But yeah, we were just talking about it and they were like, can I make you a skin? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Oh, and now it's you throw ideas out there.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, here's some ideas. Do whatever you think is best.
What about the green eyes? Do you have green eye IRL?
Yeah, I would say I do. Yeah, IRL.
But there wasn't much to build on that. I just wanted to ask specific questions about the skin. You can't see the eyes on my skin, but I have blue eyes. And if you were curious, Hannah, I have blue eyes. So I'm pretty sure my skin has brown eyes though, because I didn't know there was a face underneath it until I switched to Java and figured out you could found out you could take the mask off. I was like, oh
yeah.
So the person just made a face, and I was like, oh, I didn't actually know you did this. So
that's crazy. Do you know on Bedrock they have these really detailed skins now that you can upload? Yeah, very extremely detailed. And someone made one for me, and I found it on one of those skin websites, and I uploaded it on Bedrock because sometimes I play Bedrock just to, I don't know.
Oh.
Just for, not that often, but sometimes I log on to the CubeCraft Skywars. It's just so funny, just playing that game. I don't know what it is about it. It just makes me laugh so much. It's just so the way that the characters move in Bedrock Minecraft is so unnatural to me, and it feels like bootleg Java Edition. It's just so fun to play sometimes, just to have fun. So I uploaded that skin, and I just wanted to see what it would look like. But it's so cool. So
you know how to Bedrock
we had that. Not really. I know the concept, but I can't seem to do it when I'm on PC.
See, I still remember it all this time. Because Hive Bedrock has a new Bedwars edition, so Bedwars game, sorry. So I wanted to try it out and play it, and I was like, oh my god, I still remember how to do this. But I 2 weeks before, I decided to log on to CubeCraft and play the Pillars of Fortune game. I don't know if you tried that on Java yet. Yeah. And I was Java bridging the entire time, and then the person I was playing with, Vera, is like, what are you doing? I was like, oh my god, we're on Bedrock edition, aren't we? I was like, I don't need to crouch bridge, I can just place in front of me, which is a really weird concept now that I see it from a different POV.
I can just never get the angle right on PC. I feel like all of the kids that are playing on their phones are just god bridging and doing it so easily, but it's so much harder on PC to bridge.
It's it's a once you know it kind of thing.
Yeah. For everyone that's what are you guys talking about? It's when we say god bridge, we mean you're looking straight ahead and you're placing blocks in front of you up I don't even know how to explain because it's so ridiculous. You're placing blocks in front of you while you walk, before you walk on them. So it's not god bridging in Bedwars. It's a whole different weird concept of god bridging. So
yeah. So when you place a block on Java Edition, you have to crouch to the edge of the block and place it, right? You have to look at the block and place it. However, on Bedrock Edition, you can look forward, look to the tip of the block and place a block on the edge, as if you're putting your hand down and placing it on the side rather than looking at it and placing it. And you can do it really fast. If you just hold right click and sprint, you can just do this massive long bridge for no reason whatsoever. So
that is so insane.
But yeah, the skin thing on Bedrock is so cool. Like my original skin, like I kind of, when I say original skin, it's still the same concept, but instead of wearing like a army it's like a bodysuit or whatever I was wearing, I now wear like a suit instead, because I got I commissioned Masky to make it. But the Bedrock edition one is like really high quality. The mask, you see every individual pixel. It looks like it's actually my logo on the mask, whereas on Java edition it's very like pixelated in a sense of it's just a bunch of blobs. So
yeah,
it's a crazy concept how different the games are. You think, I'm still like, what are your thoughts actually, Hannah, while we're on this topic, if you're happy to share it? What are your thoughts on like how much kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here, how much focus they put on Bedrock edition compared to Java edition?
Well,
if you have any.
I have a lot of thoughts on it, but I'll only say a little bit. I think it's really kind of obvious why they focus so much on Bedrock. It's because they sell mine coins, which is basically like Robux but Minecraft form, and they can't really make any money from servers like Hypixel or MCC Island. So this in Bedrock edition, they directly partner with servers like CubeCraft and Hive, and these servers sell things for mine coins. So obviously Minecraft's getting a cut from that too. So it's like, why would they ever focus on Java edition when they make so much money from all of the kids that are getting Minecraft for the first time on their phones or their Switch or their Xbox and whatever, and they just all play it on Bedrock anyway, so that's what I think about that.
The marketplace is kind of fun. I played a bunch of Knots crew maps. The Grid Runners map on Bedrock edition I'm quite a fan of. I actually speedrun it for a while until the newer versions literally made it impossible for you to speedrun it. So yeah, you can downgrade. Like I have an illegal Minecraft Bedrock launcher. Don't tell Minecraft, please. Which is InsideMC podcast here, exposing myself. And I don't think it's illegal. I just think it's not like recommended. Point is, I can downgrade versions, but it's a bit messy sometimes because it doesn't automatically upgrade anymore, so it can be a little bit rough.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of like Minecraft and Minecraft related things, you were in last year's Minecraft Live.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Hannah? Did you know that you were?
Yeah, I did. I did know that.
You were doing the Lego collab, right?
Yeah.
What was that like? I remember watching. I was like, what? Okay, I remember looking at it, and my first reaction was, what is this? In a slash pause way. I want to make that very clear. But I was like, what is going on? Why is Hannah here? Once again, in a slash pause way. Like what exactly was the whole deal there? How did that come to be?
Yeah, it was basically like a collaboration with Lego and Minecraft, I guess. So it was a collaboration with both of them, and it was kind of a competition sort of thing between me and like a real life Lego like professional builder. And we were just going back and forth creating different builds, and it was cool. It was fun.
You cooked. I must say, your buildings you cooked.
Dude, thanks.
What?
I went to the real life like Lego offices, I guess, to meet up with all of them in real life, and that was pretty cool. That was like the highlight of that whole thing, I think.
I don't know how much you're allowed to share here, so just give us however much you can. Did they reach out to you about it? Was it like via Discord, via email? I know I'm really asking for specifics here. I'm curious because it's such a cool opportunity.
I think they I don't remember, honestly. Yeah, I don't remember.
It kind of just happened.
Yeah.
Will we see a Hannahxxrose? Sorry for full name either. Will we see a Hannah return in this year's Minecraft Live, do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Probably not, but that would be super cool.
I'd love to see InsideMC in Minecraft Live. Surely, right? It's a podcast
True.
about Minecraft creators. So surely there's some kind of rigging going on there to get me in. Yeah, once again, didn't really have... actually, you know what? No. Have you been in prior Minecraft Lives? So I don't really remember any before last year's. Last year's was the only one I actually really looked at or watched because of the sake of the podcast. But have you been in prior years?
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Oh, that's your first time?
Mm-hmm.
I reckon we see a Hannah. What do you mean you're not cool? I reckon we see a Hannah return this year. I think we run it back.
I hope so.
Who won? Who do you think won You First Lego build competition? Honestly, you can say yourself here.
It wasn't a competition. It wasn't even, I don't even know how. It wasn't a competition. It was like a collaboration, I guess. So we both won. I guess.
Such an easy answer. Wow.
It's true though. It's true.
I was looking for controversy, Hannah. I was looking for you to pick yourself and be like, whoa.
I'm sure I'll say something probably controversial and it'll
No. Your answer was great. You won't, don't worry. This is great. But we've been already recording for 20 minutes, Hannah. It's been great so far. Nothing controversial has been said this entire time. So
wow.
Oh man. What about Minecraft in general then? I was like, we're still talking about Minecraft. I mean, obviously we might talk about other stuff, but Minecraft specifically is because obviously you're a Minecraft creator, which How did you get into Minecraft in the first place? You said back in 2014 is when you created your name. Has it always been Minecraft? Did you play anything beforehand, or has this kind of been the game you've always stuck to?
When I was just like really young, my dad got like a PC, I guess, off the side of the road. And when I was like literally 5 or 6 years old, and I used to always get the like disc games from the library, and then I would just play them on my computer. And then I got a Zoo Tycoon game from the cereal boxes, and then that was my first like real game where I was like addicted to that game. I played that so much. And then we got a PlayStation 2, and I was addicted to that as well, like addicted to the Spyro games and just things like that. And then I finally got like my own PC. It was just an office PC, but it was still like a PC. And that's when I got into The Sims 3, and that was my favorite game of all time. I got every single expansion pack the day it came out, sent to my house. Like my favorite game of all time. It was so fun. And then The Sims 3 ended, like the series ended in 2013 or 2014. And that's when I was in 8th grade, and I was sitting at one of the desks in 8th grade with my 2 friends. Well, I guess we weren't really friends yet, but they were talking about Minecraft, and one of them was wearing a Minecraft shirt, and I was like, damn, like Minecraft sucks. Like that game is just blocks. And I was just I was actually being a hater. And then I went home and I asked my dad, I was like, hey, can I have Minecraft for my birthday this year? Like, please. He was like, yeah, like, sure. Like you can have Minecraft for your birthday. So then the next day of school, I think that was a Friday and this was a Monday, I was like, hey guys, I have Minecraft now. Like, do you want to play? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then we all got on a server, and that was like the first time that I ever played before. And after that, I never played with them again, but I got really into Mineplex and, servers. And this was when Mineplex was more poppin' than Hypixel. And yeah, I got really into a game called One in the Quiver, which is like a bow game. It's like One in the Chamber. And I got like 2,000 wins on that game. I was like addicted. And then Mineplex came out with UHC, and that was my new addiction. And then I speed ran to #1 wins on Mineplex UHC. Then I quit Mineplex, went to Hypixel, got into UHC on Hypixel, speed ran to a bunch of wins on there, and then quit, and then came back in like 2020 to play Bedwars. And then that's that.
I mean, you've been making content for years. I mean, oldest video on your channel is LOL 3v1 from 8 years ago. 54,000 views. Is that how well it did at the time, or is that people going back and watching it?
No, that is people going back and watching that. Why would anyone want to watch that video? That wasn't even me doing the 3v1. I was recording my friend like doing a 3v1. I don't even remember like what that even was. And before that, I have a bunch of videos privated, because it's how I guess started my YouTube channel, is I recorded a bunch of people X-raying on Mineplex UHC. I was such a rat. Like I just wanted all of the people that were cheating to get banned. So I recorded them all X-raying because I was so mad. I'm like, oh my gosh, like why are they X-raying? I was literally like 14 years old doing this. I was like, why are they X-raying? Like this is so messed up. And then I started recording UHC highlights of Mineplex, which I was like one of the only people doing it. It was like Mineplex was such a lame server back then. Well, I don't think it was, but like to the public perception of the general Minecraft community, Mineplex was a pretty lame server. So uploading a Mineplex UHC highlights wasn't the coolest thing in the entire world, but I still did it because I thought it was fun. How I started uploading for real, I guess.
I must say, I am a really big fan of zombie spawns in with diamond armor and drops chestplate. That is peak Mineplex content.
No, but that is so cool though. Like, why did the zombie drop a diamond chestplate? That is so insane.
Yeah,
like, that is so insane.
You never see a zombie spawning with diamond armor either, so.
Yeah, barely, yeah.
I mean, yeah, just scrolling through older videos here. This is what I love to do on the podcast. It's just like kind of head 12 back in time, get you thinking about it. You did a lot of like really good content. I remember watching, I remember stumbling across your channel. I will say, I'm so sorry. I'm subscribed now. I didn't subscribe at the time. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was a Bedrock viewer, so seeing a Java content creator, I watched it, but I didn't subscribe. I remember watching like a good few of your videos, mainly the Hypixel Bedwars one. I believe, I think I can speak for you here. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That's when your content really started to take a turn.
Yeah, so I started uploading my Bedwars stuff on TikTok. I don't know why I decided to do that, but the clips weren't what what you would think clips, when you think of Bedwars clips on TikTok, it was nothing like that. It was mostly just like funny moments or really cool things that I thought I did and whatever, but they were doing so well. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, why do people want to watch Bedwars on TikTok? And I remember at the time, like me and Wally Bear were really just grinding out the TikToks for Bedwars content. We were posting every single day. We were just grinding. And yeah, they all just started doing really well. And I started trying to bring over those people to Twitch and YouTube. And honestly, I think it really worked. It really worked out. And yeah, I still upload a little bit on TikTok today, but I don't really want to do Bedwars on there anymore. I feel like that era has ended. Maybe I'll do a few clips every once in a while, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't really play Bedwars that much, so I don't really upload the TikToks anymore. But I still upload some stuff that I think is cool or fun, or
Plus, I mean, it's such a hot take, and I'm not like talking bad about Hypixel because it is still a really, really good server. But like times are changing, like I feel like it's very much a case of, I know Hypixel wants to stay on 1.8, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I understand why they want to stay on 1.8. It's the old combat, it's what people love, all that kind of jazz. But the newer versions just add so much more. I mean, we're seeing it with Hoplite. I want to continue talking about this, so we won't jump into Hoplite just yet. We can move on to it after. But yeah, I just feel like Hypixel are due an upgrade. It's just I understand why they don't want to, because they are the last remaining server. And I mean, I guess technically they don't need to, because the server is also doing really, really good for numbers. But I do feel like it's lost a lot of its content creators, and not even just you, like a lot of other people.
Yeah, they definitely have. And I think they're going to upgrade Skyblock to the recent versions, which is really cool because that's their most popular game. And sometimes I accidentally log on to Hypixel in 1.20 and I start playing like Skywars or Bedwars, and it's not that bad, honestly. They did a really good job at converting to that version. But I get what you mean. Like all of the new blocks and all the new items would definitely be really cool. And it does kind of suck they're so limited to what was out in 1.8. But I still think that PvP version is just really cool. And I don't think Bedwars would ever be the same, like crit hitting people, or I don't know, especially on Hypixel with how they structure all of their games already. So
what would you say is your favorite ever, like, okay, let's do it in two parts here. Favorite ever Bedwars TikTok clip and a favorite ever Bedwars YouTube video?
So I used to do this thing on TikTok where I like throw an underpearl in the air and then I place like 4 TNT on their bed, and then the TNT explodes, it hits them off the map, and then the pearl lands like directly on their bed, and then I break the bed, and then the game's over. That was my favorite thing to do. It was so fun, and honestly it was really easy. And whenever I joined games, sometimes I would see people like try and do it, and I don't think I created this clip or anything, by the way, but it was just something that I did, and I just thought it was so cool when I saw people do it in game. That was my favorite thing to do. I did that in a lot of videos though on TikTok. I think I did it in one where it was like a Sia song, like the Christmas snowman. That's what it was. Sia Snowman, that song in the background. And I would always like make the pearl land on the beat drop, and then it would be like a satisfying compilation. So that was my favorite clip. And then my favorite Bedwars video, I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't really love my YouTube channel and all of the content on it. I like the edits. I think my editors did a really good job, but I feel like I could have done so much more or like different things. And I don't know. Maybe one of my first videos where it was like a clip compilation would be my favorite.
The next Bedwars Pro Twitch clip compilation.
Yeah, probably that, maybe.
That was your first video to do numbers, to be fair. So, like, I mean, yeah, obviously all the other ones did numbers as well, but I mean, I guess triple digit numbers. So I kind of understand why that was a memorable moment.
Yeah, that was just during the TikTok era.
It's interesting to see your content like evolve throughout the time. Have you not thought about, do you have another channel that you do content on, or is that?
Not really. I don't know. YouTube kind of stresses me out and like gives me severe anxiety.
Yeah,
so I just don't really think about uploading. I mean, I'm going to learn how to edit and then upload something saying like what happened to me and like why I was gone, and then maybe start doing some sort of Minecraft content again. But before I do that, I need to do like a what happened to me type of video, when people know what happened. And I don't want to send that to an editor to edit. I feel like that's so weird. I would have to edit it myself. I feel like that's such a weird type of video for an editor to edit. It's like too personal. So yeah, that is the holdup on the content, I guess.
I'm sure you'll decide what you want to do. I mean, I'm not really one to talk. Gave up on the Insane Orbits channel. That MCC video that we mentioned, which should be out. It will be out by the time that this podcast comes out. I've just found out that but I just found out, I just forgot to mention it, I found out before the podcast, that video is most likely an hour long, which I wasn't expecting. The speedrunning one was like 20 minutes. I wasn't expecting this to be an hour, so I'm a little bit like interested how I was gonna do. But I guess that's just due to the amount of people I got involved in the video. I kind of got carried away because people kept saying yes, and I was like, oh, and then now the video's really long. But that's going on the InsideMC channel. Another video that I'm working on is going on the InsideMC channel as well. So I can't really, nice. I'm not really one to talk. I was just curious as to like how comes you stopped. I mean, has it ever like, a lot of people do this as well now, like maybe make a second channel where you just can upload content where it's just you waffling and playing the game, or does that fall under the YouTube, not really being a big fan of YouTube category?
I have a VODs channel where I just upload my favorite VODs, and then I have like a clips channel, and I'm thinking maybe I should just turn that clips channel into like something else, because I don't upload clips on there anymore. Clips don't really do well like in horizontal form on YouTube. So I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that. Who knows?
I'm looking forward to seeing if you do make a return. I mean, it's nice because you stream anyways, right? So yeah, like at least you're still making content. It's not kind of like you're in the shadows. You are actually actively still here. And I mean, I don't believe you streamed it, but you played in the one shot yesterday.
Yes, I did.
Honest review. How did you find it?
I think it was fun. I made some friends. We were just sitting on top of trees and mountains, and yeah, I was trying to protect them and kill people for them though.
And then you died.
Yeah, but it's okay.
And you got revived. I'm gonna confess, right? When we did the vote revive, I kept telling him I don't want to do a vote revive because it's too biased, right? It's too like, oh, you know, I want my friends back in. So we weren't gonna do it. But Milk was like, we'll do one. I said, okay, fine. We'll make it our final vote just because you want to do it. I wasn't meant to vote. I voted Hannahxxrose.
Oh, really? Thank you.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying your full name. Sorry. I voted Hannah. I'm keeping that in. I'm not cutting out, but still, I voted Hannah. I don't believe you won by a singular vote. However, I said it to Milk. I was like, I voted. It's like, you're not meant to vote. I was like, oh, my bad. I may have rigged it, but I can't believe how much we raised. I'm actually in shock.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for you.
2.1 grand. That's 2.1 grand. That's mental.
Know.
I was very proud.
Awesome.
It's because of that revive. I did the maths on it and I tweeted about it. We made 1.6 grand just from people reviving themselves or like viewers reviving their streamers. It was mental. Like I'm
so smart.
So happy. Yeah, it was a really good incentive. I just thought £75. I was like, okay, it's so high, no one's really gonna do it. And then one viewer revived out. Like that's why Aragon kept getting revived, because he had like 2 people just keep reviving him. I was like, oh my god.
Awesome.
But it was a cool event nonetheless. But that's not the only event you play in. You've played in a few. One that comes to mind quite recently is the Hoplite Season 2 event.
Yeah.
That was a one would say from Angry Birds Gamer. I don't know if you've ever seen a name on Twitter. You probably haven't. Listeners might get this joke. You and Feinberg, you could call a scary duos. So every time there's like a good duo in an event, they reply under the tweet going like Feinberg and Kalen for the most recent Mayhem. They're like, Feinberg and Kalen, that's a scary duos. So
no, I know who that is, because I always look through the replies of tweets. I'm such a lurker. I'm like, why does this guy always have like 20 likes on his replies? I'm like, who is this man? So yeah, I do know.
People just love them. I don't know, but they just kind of came out of nowhere and they've just gained a crap ton of followers, and they do team predictions, and I don't think they've guessed like a single person on a single color right yet. So not the most reliable source, we'll say, but you know.
Yeah, but in the Hoplite event, that was fun. Basically, I played in the first one. I think I like died to lava or something because I was mining gold in the Nether trying to heal up. I don't know how much the viewers know about Hoplite, but Hoplite, I'm not trying to devalue Hoplite or anything, but Hoplite is basically a rework of Hypixel UHC, but with different crafts and everything, of course. But it is basically Hypixel UHC at its core. But on Hypixel, there was a lot more pay to win, I guess. And the kits took years to fully max and fully upgrade. It took me like 3 or 4 years to max shop. But on Hoplite, it took me like a few months. But anyway, I have a lot of UHC experience and Minecraft experience, and I think a lot of the people watching, maybe a lot of people in the event, like don't even know my lore, and don't really know that is where I sort of came from. So when we got into the event, I started speedrunning a craft called Enderbow, and then I was able to get it first, which was super cool. And then the Nether, you're able to go through all the Nether portals at like 30 minutes or 45 minutes in. So I was going through my portal right when you were supposed to make it, and and I walk through the portal, and Feinberg walks through the exact same portal as me. And I'm like, there is absolutely no way that this is happening right now. So I look at him, I'm like, oh my gosh, Feinberg. He's like, oh my gosh. And then we go to the end and we win the game.
Okay, I might have just like misread what you said there. When you say go to the end, you don't physically mean the end, do you?
Yeah, we went to the end because there's a craft on Hoplite where you can get the elytra. It's a dragon egg, 2 diamonds, leather, and something else. And yeah, he got the elytra, which is a really, really, really good item in regular Hoplite games. And we won because of the elytra, in my opinion. You know, to be fair, we literally had no diamond armor. We had basically nothing, like 2 gaps to our name. I think someone realistically could have killed us at that point, but and specifically could have killed me because I only had the ender bow, which is a teleporting bow, to get away, but it's on a cooldown. And I think realistically someone could have killed me because Feinberg could get away with his elytra, and then it would have thrown the game. But I tried to stay alive as long as I could, you know, while he's exploding the elytra on people. And yeah, I think we did really good. We played it really well.
I mean, you guys cooked. I mean, that's why you won the entire event. And you get a really cool trophy, right?
Yeah, I think so. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have a trophy.
When do you reckon you'll get it? Have they told you, or is it just like it's going to be sent out and you'll get it whenever? Oh,
I have no idea.
That's kind of a rip, actually.
Yeah.
How would you compare? I know, obviously, other than what you said about like the maxing out and etc. How would you compare like a Hoplite UHC to Pancakes and Hypixel? Like, I know obviously different PvPs is a bit harder in regards to like enjoyment and how it's played.
I think Hypixel was a lot harder than Hoplite. I think there's a lot of noobs on Hoplite. Obviously, there's some games where it's super duper competitive and there's a bunch of good teams, but for the most part, there's a lot of noobs on that server just because of people, you know, playing Minecraft for the first time, coming from Speed Silver's videos type of thing. But on Hypixel, it was a really niche, like small community at some point, and it was very, very toxic, and it was really, really hard. So it wasn't as hard as winning a Badline UHC, but it was still pretty tough compared to Hoplite. I do like how like accessible the Hoplite kits are and all of the crafts, because on Hypixel you would have to buy each individual thing, but you just have everything for free on Hoplite, which is super cool, and I like that a lot.
If you could add like a singular, and like have you ever thought of your own kind of cool craft for Hoplite, or is it like nothing that's come to mind?
I have no idea. I've never even thought about that. I'm sorry.
I had a feeling you would have. That's why I was asking. I thought it would have been like a cool like little part of the podcast. Like, oh, I think it'd be really cool if we added a rose that with knockback 100.
Knockback 100 would be kind of insane.
Yeah, I mean, they have an elytra. Okay, I don't think it's impossible. Yeah. They just have to get removed in the final circle.
True.
Because then it's a bit busted. But it's good for like running all game and keeping people off you. Imagine trapping someone with a 100 knockback rose.
I would just get so mad if that happened to me. Oh my gosh.
I haven't logged on to Hoplite at all because
I
don't really play Minecraft anymore. I had Speed Silver on the podcast.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had him on Midweek MC like a little while back, and it's the exact same thing. It's just where it's recorded on a Wednesday, even though we recorded on a Saturday at 10 a.m. But that was interesting. He's British, by the way. He lives in Britain, and we had to record on Saturday at 10 a.m. because he was about to go to sleep. So that time zones, not even time zones, bad sleeping schedules. There we go. But I love watching it. Like, I'm always liking in streams of people playing it, all that kind of jazz. It's just I don't really play Minecraft anymore. I also have a broken spacebar, and it's been broken for the last like 2 months. I just haven't fixed it. It's a £10 keyboard, and I just haven't bought a new keyboard because I haven't had to because I don't really play Minecraft. I'm more like into commentary now. So watching that event was fun though. I enjoyed watching it, and it was nice to see you guys win. I mean, it's a bit of an OP duo, but that was the game. People knew what they were getting into. So
yeah, no, there were a lot of other OP duos in that game, and I feel like we weren't even nearly top 5 of like the best duos in the game. Because there's a lot of, I guess, underdog streamers in that event where people don't really know that they're super goated, but they actually are. For example, X Shatter got teamed with one of my friends who I know is really goated, but a lot of people in the event don't really know. So that's like a really good team. And then there are a bunch of other super PvP oriented teams. And me and Feinberg aren't really PvP oriented. I mean, I guess I am, but this isn't my main version. And Feinberg isn't really a PvP oriented guy. I mean, he's good, but it's not his. Like his thing is speed running and movement and things like that. So the fact that we were able to still win is really cool.
But the thing is, right, and this is going to sound really weird, but once I finish it might sound alright. It's not really fully about PvP though, because as you said, you both got like the only item that you could get and you went to the end and stuff like that. Like, because you were both smart and had good game mechanics. Like Feinberg is, because of AA, a really, really smart player. You knew what you were doing. You're also a really, really smart player. So when it comes down to that, even like you said, you were undergeared, well, kind of undergeared, etc. But you still won just based on having good mechanics and having good knowledge for the base game.
Yeah, and I think I have really, really, really good UHC game sense and game sense in general. And I know Feinberg has good game sense too. And we were getting this, made this craft where you can basically get infinite healing from beehives.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, and nobody really thought to make this craft. I think one other team or two maybe did, but it's so OP, especially in an event where a lot of people didn't have any healing. We were just infinite healed before every single fight. And it's like another thing we took advantage of. And there were just so many small little things where I'm like, Feinberg, I think we should do this instead of this, or like we should get this item because this person has this. Like I know my friend Squid was going to have weakness pot, so I'm like, let's just get milk, like just in case he has that. And I was just thinking about just way too many things going through my head all at once. And he did have weakness pots, by the way, but
But yeah, that's just being smart though. That's what I mean. So you knew the players in the event, or you knew what they were going to do. Okay, with the beehive thing, I have a tactic that I've just thought of, but let me know if it'll work or not. Right, you mine a beehive, obviously in the way that you get to pick it up, and in final circle, you place it in the middle and cover it with obsidian.
Oh, okay. So how the beehive works is you can only take out a potion if it's on beehive like level 1. So it would have to get some honey inside of it first, unfortunately.
You have to take the. I thought it was just if you stand next to it, it just regens you. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, you have to like take out the.
The idea was there. The idea was there.
You tried. No, it was a good idea. It was.
It was if it like gave radius regen. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll update it. Maybe they'll hear this podcast and be like, actually, Orbit's idea is really, really good. Let's add it.
They should.
The original idea is good. I think that's a lot better than radius regen, if I'm honest. And in other events, I mean, you've been playing in quite a lot recently. You played in. I mean, MCC's returning. Obviously, not going to ask you if you're in it because the teams haven't been publicly announced yet. And I don't want you getting in trouble. There's a possibility you're in the next MCC. By the time this podcast comes out, we will know. So this isn't going to make much sense. But neither is.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, the events on the 4th. This podcast comes out on the 26th. I'd like to assume they've released teams by now. So if they release teams on Thursday the 18th and Friday the 19th, then we'll know. But if they don't release teams until Thursday the 25th, assuming they keep to the Thursday team announcements, we'll only know the first batch of teams. We won't know the second batch of teams yet.
Okay, then I'm not going to tell you.
Well, don't tell me anyways. I mean, I just for the sake of like just for the sake of getting in trouble, because it might be a case of like they might turn around and go, okay, we know teams are out before the podcast, but you shouldn't have told him anyways. So for the sake of it,
I don't. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
No, I don't want to put you on the spot. Sorry. This is always really complicated. These situations.
I was going to tell you if I was in it or not. I was just going to tell you. Now I'm not going to because I don't want to get in trouble. Because you're saying I'm going to get in trouble, and I'm like, oh my god.
No. I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're going to get in trouble. I just don't want to run that risk of you getting in trouble.
Okay. No,
because someone might hear the pod, like Smager might hear this podcast and be like, "Why did you tell him?" And then just ban you from the event. And then do we want that, Hannah? We don't want that. So
yeah, I guess you're right.
So you're in the event? Sorry.
I can't tell you. I mean, it would be kind of crazy if I was in the event because I won the last 2 MCCs. So I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. No, let's just leave it.
Else.
Point is, MCC is back, so hopefully we see you in some more MCCs. You were playing in Block Wars as well, but that's on break now. You've had some pretty cool teams in Block Wars. Do you plan on joining any more tournaments in the future? Like PB, has PB ever been on your idea list?
Maybe. I don't really know. There's already so many events. I don't know if I can join anymore, but maybe. Like, we'll see.
PB is very high comp. I feel like you'd be quite. I feel like it'd be really interesting to see you in PB because the speedrunner team, the Fulham, Poundy, Feinberg, and Corryway, they placed 6th last event.
Yeah,
that's how high comp that bloody tournament is. So
I don't know if I have the mental like capacity to like do that.
Yeah,
now.
I get that.
Maybe we'll see.
It can be a bit. I could never play PB. I mean, I'd love to commentate it. I actually told Garth that I'd love to commentate it, but yeah, just especially in my broken spacebar, I wouldn't be able to hack it, sadly. You know, that's my excuse actually, because I have a broken spacebar. So
No.
I'll buy a new office keyboard soon when the time comes, but now is not that time. So how is MCC? I mean, I feel like there's an obvious answer here, but you won so you said you won back to back, so do you only have a season 3 coin then?
Yeah, I just have a season 3 coin, and then I have a Twitch Rivals coin, but they gave that to everyone.
Oh yeah, you played in Twitch Rivals, didn't you? Oh yeah. What team were you on for Twitch Rivals again?
I don't even remember at this point. Oh. I had a pretty good team, I think.
Me when I stalled to try and find the answer. And AJX, there we go. Right, yeah, here, tournament history. So you won MCC 35. Wait, you first? Oh no, you third in Div that event. Jeez, you won with Wally Bear, Shubble, and Kratzy. You also won Party with Fruit, Gummio, and Elena. In Twitch Rivals, you were with Puns, Bad Boy Halo, and Gummio.
Oh yeah, that was like a good team. That was a good team. I just didn't really play that well.
Yeah, you played ninth as a team. Ooh.
Yeah, was that at Twitch Rivals Vegas?
Yeah. That's the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about that is Twitch Rivals Vegas is when Hoplite was released. So before Hoplite, like I feel like I was a different player and different person. And now after Hoplite, I think I am like 2 or 3 times like better than I was pre-Hoplite. So I think like those events like Party and the event after that, like during Party I wasn't super into Hoplite, but the event after that I started playing a little bit more. That was just at the beginning though. And I feel like even just that tiny little bit of like UHC experience just made like 1.20 UHC experience just made me so much better like in the event. And I know that we kind of had a busted team, like low key, we kind of did have a busted team. But I mean, according to the coins, it was still balanced, which was super cool. And I'm super happy that I was able to win like the MCC 35. Was it 35?
Yeah, it was 35.
Yeah. Even though it was like low key kind of a busted team on paper, like I'm still really happy that we were able to win.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
Both the times that you've been on the Blue Bats, your team has placed 9th.
Oh no.
In MCC 33 with Anvenom, Sylvie, and Wally Bear, and then in Twitch Rivals with Puns, Bad Boy Hello, and Gummio.
That's crazy. What a coincidence.
And there's only 3 times you've placed 20th or higher, and 2 of those times you were on the Blue Bats.
Yeah, like that is so insane.
And then
whenever I place, sorry, that's so bad. No, I'm not even gonna say it. I just feel really bad about myself whenever I place like bottom half. I'm like, oh my god, why did I do that to myself? Like I could have done better here and there, and I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with me?
I mean, you've had some really good events, and like for some reason, MCC 27 is a half cannon event. I don't know why that is. You placed 2nd in Div, you placed 3rd in Div in Party, 3rd in Div in the event you won, 9th in Div in 31. You've also had like a good few like repeat teammates. In 24, 25, and 28, you teamed with AMZ.
Yeah, I love teaming with AMZ.
You've teamed with Satnap. You teamed with in back-to-back events. You know, you've teamed with Shovel a few times. No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, I'm looking at your teams now because I'm just literally sitting on the wiki, and it's interesting to see. So. Yeah,
that is cool. I hope I get to team with AMZ again. AMZ plays MCC again, and then we team.
In before is a team of like you, AMZ. No, let me predict your team. I'm not predicting your team. I'm making an MCC team right now for May. It's Major. Change the team. Here we go. It's Hannah, AMZ, Fruitberries, and Karakorvus. There we go.
I like that team. That's a good
fire team. Actually, you know what? Let me make you a different team. 1 second. I'll make you one more team, Hannah, while we're here. Let me just pull something up quickly so I can look at the roster. A team of AMZ, Tubbo, Wally Bear, and Hannah. There we go.
Oh my god, that sounds like chaos, but I would love that team as well.
You can almost say that's the vibiest team. Am I right? I've just replaced purpled with yourself on your from your MCC video.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god, I didn't even realize you did that. You're right.
Yeah, cheated. Frozen. But yeah, no, it's cool to see. I'm hoping we see you in a few more. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But we won't keep talking about it because I don't want to put you on the spot of you telling me or not. So we'll leave it there for now with my MCC.
Yeah, I think MCC is the best. It's just such a good tournament. It's like professional and cool and awesome.
Did you ever play in any of the old ones like MC Saturdays or anything? Did you ever get them like Minecraft Mondays? Did you ever play in any of those?
I feel like I played in like maybe one MC Saturdays. I don't even remember. Definitely not Minecraft Mondays. Definitely not. But I feel like I maybe played in one thing.
It's just not a
I
good
don't even
sign,
remember.
is it?
I don't even remember, honestly. Yeah.
Honestly, fair. I mean, I normally would know. That time, I actually genuinely just don't know the answer. That's why I asked, because I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find anything. But you know, it's fine because you're in like other ones now, so it's okay.
Yay.
What was I leading into here? I had another thing. What can we expect going forward, Hannah? Do you have any like big things in the works? Do you have any high hopes for content or anything yourself in general? Is there anything that you can hype up on the podcast here?
Dude, there's a really cool thing coming out in May. I'm pretty sure it's in May. And it is actually probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life, but I can't even give a little bit of a leak. All I'm saying is it doesn't have to do just with me. It's a thing by itself that other people can enjoy, and it'll be awesome. So yeah, that is all I can say.
The Hannahxxrose SMP. No way.
No, it's not that. But oh my God, it is going to be so awesome. And I think the viewer experience is going to be fucking awesome. So
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully it comes out in May.
That is that. I think it might, maybe.
To kind of wrap up the podcast a little bit here, then I've been saving this till last, mainly because like I mean, you've done a lot throughout your life, and like there's like a lot of cool stuff, but just for the sake of looking at the most viewed videos on your channel, it's Bedwars and Dream SMP. So you have a video. I was pranked on the Dream SMP, 1 million views. My first day on the Dream SMP, 4.3 million views. That's mental. That's crazy.
I didn't even know about that.
I mean, okay, this is going to sound so blunt, and it's the only way I can say it, so I'm giving you a pre-warning. Why did you get to join the Dream SMP?
So at the time when I got invited, I was already like making the Bedwars content and everything. I think I hit 100K on Twitch, and I think I actually had 1 million followers on TikTok at that point already. And I don't even know. I hope that maybe my Bedwars content maybe made a lot of people happy, and maybe that was something that was recognized, and then I got invited. But honestly, I don't even know why I got invited. A lot of my friends were like, oh my gosh, Hannah, you're going to join the Dream SMP. And in my head, I'm like, literally, guys, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And the day after, I was telling them that's never going to happen. Like, it happened. And it was honestly really random. I just got invited, and I was like, yeah, like that'd be super cool and fun. And I made a lot of cool friends on the server. And yeah.
Did you play it often? Like how, like, do you play it every day? Was there a period where you played every day, or?
When I joined, like all of the major arcs like already ended. I was like one of the last people to join, maybe like the last 5 or 6 or 7. So it was a lot of the server was like already done. And whenever I logged on, like nobody was online except like maybe 1 or 2 people, but they were usually AFK. So it was to me, it was literally like I was playing a single player survival with the occasional like Quackity logged on, or you know, Awesome Dude logged on. Like but for the most part, like I was kind of playing solo survival, like just getting my gear, building house, building things, like fixing up the map, making it beautiful for like spring with a bunch of flowers, or making a bunch of cakes and placing them. That's something I did a lot. I reworked a lot of the builds, especially the ones that people like destroyed, and I tried to like look at what they looked like prior, and then I would rebuild it to what it used to be. And just stuff like that is what I did, because I don't know, I just tried to find purpose on there and do fun stuff. And I did a bunch of lore as well, but nothing super like Manberg, like, you know, the big arc and stuff like that.
Would you say that like played an effect? Like, I don't know how to word this. Did it make you not enjoy it as much because you got invited later?
No, I still enjoyed it, but I was never the type of person to play SMP content. So it was like the first time I ever played real Minecraft before. Like when I bought Minecraft, I played survival games like the first day, because Joey Graceffa played survival games. You know, I never even watched survival Minecraft content. So it was like, it was fun. It was still fun, but I still thought like Bedwars was more fun. But I did like to play it just because of the exposure, and a lot of people like wanted to watch it from me. So I'm like, oh, I might as well play this because a lot of people want me to play it. And I did find it actually pretty fun, but not as much fun as like competitive stuff, you know?
Yeah, I get you. I mean, it's still a fun little period of time though. I mean, more content. I mean, you know.
No, it was still fun, and I liked when people logged on and we got on a call and we trolled, and it was fun.
And you can say you were in the Dream SMP. Look at
Yeah, that is true.
with that then, Hannah, is there anything this podcast that you thought I was going to bring up that I didn't, or have we done a good job of covering everything?
I can't think of anything else.
I mean, don't force it. It's fine. I can be a good podcast host. That's okay.
No, you did good. Yeah, I don't think I can think of anything.
We do have some Twitter questions though.
Oh.
So we're not wrapping
Yay.
up just yet, okay?
Okay.
Don't get too excited then. Wow. Yeah. The first one comes from Ubby. Pancakes or waffles?
I think it depends on where the pancakes are from. I don't know if you've ever been to IHOP, but I feel like the pancakes there are so heavy. And whenever I eat them, I'm like, what did I just eat? I feel like I just ate 10 pieces of cake. So maybe waffles, I think.
I don't
Unless
like
it's
either.
pancakes that I make at my house. You don't like either?
No, I only like potato waffles. I
Oh,
just feel
potato pancakes?
no, like do you know there's actual like potato waffles, like the square. You ever seen potato waffles? Do you have those in America?
No. Wait, I'm looking them up. Wait.
Yeah, I was about to send you an image.
Potato waffles.
Yeah, there's a yeah.
Yeah, I think, are these made out of potatoes? I feel like these are like potato pancakes.
No,
Wait.
no.
Wait,
What?
they
You're
are.
Oh wait,
They taste very similar to potato pancakes, but are thicker and have a
I feel
crisp.
like I've had this like conversation with somebody before where like you guys call them like these. Well, I've just sent you in the chat.
Those, no. I'm thinking of something else. I'm
Yeah, no,
thinking
you're
of like
looking at. Yeah, no, I see what you're looking at. There's a potato waffles. Yeah, it's because you guys call them. It's weird because don't you call like pancakes waffles or something in like America? There's a name. I had a discussion with someone before. But that's what I've sent in the group. What I've sent in the, not in the group chat. What I've sent in the our DMs. That's what I'm on about. That potato waffle.
Oh, what the heck? These are potato pancakes, or like a little.
No,
thing you
yeah,
have
yeah,
with, like
no,
sour
yeah.
cream and applesauce or whatever.
No, potato waffles slap. But yeah, they're the only ones I like.
I'll have to have them one day. That's super cool.
I get the same thing that you have with chocolate. I just find them too like sugary and too sweet, so I don't really enjoy
yeah, that makes sense.
it. The next one from Brittany. Thoughts on new merch?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea if I'm ever going to do new merch. That's my honest answer.
No, I wanted that Hannah merch. A jumper with like a roses. Oh man, a jumper with like roses all over the sleeves and stuff. That would go so hard.
I'm getting sad.
A jumper, right? A jumper, like a pink jumper, with roses all down the right arm, and then like a little rose on like the top left, like chest area. And that goes so hard, but it's fine.
Damn.
Maybe one day. You have my suggestion. I don't expect
Thank
anything
you.
if you use it. I don't need credit. I don't need anything. I just need you to know that I gave that suggestion. Yeah.
Okay.
Next one from Juliet. How many hours do you put into practicing for big events?
If it's like MCC, maybe like, this is a hard question because in the past, like my first MCC, I guess I practiced way too much, like maybe like 12 hours or something in total.
Okay.
But for like current events now, I literally play Hoplite like 6 hours a day anyway. So I don't know, is that really practicing?
So
I have
you
no
don't-
idea.
You just naturally play the game. It's already practice. You just play before.
Yeah,
that's a
I
good
just
answer. You
play
can say
way
that.
too much. But if it's for a Twitch rival, no, if it's for like those Twitch rival mind draft events, I guess I would have to prepare a lot if I was a captain, because I would have to look up every single player in the event and see if they've played Minecraft and see, their skill, because I would have to choose people out of like a group of 5 or 6. So that I would have to prepare a lot for. But honestly, it would only take like an hour though. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
This one from Jules. What is your proudest achievement as a streamer?
Maybe if it's just like a number goal, I guess maybe hitting 1 million followers on Twitch was really cool. But if it's just an overarching sort of thing, it's to see a bunch of people come in my chat that are girls and they tell me like, I got into like Bedwars because of you, or I got into Minecraft or competitive games or Hoplite or really anything, or started streaming because of you, and it made me feel like more comfortable, or like I am able to do it. Like seeing someone else do it like gave me the courage to actually do it myself, and that is what I'm probably most proud of.
Oh, that's a nice answer. That's sweet. Look at you being all sweet. Julie here. How does it feel to be the GOAT?
I don't know about that, but Thank you, the person that said that. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm definitely not the GOAT, but thank you.
And then that's it. I see. Normally I go and then the last question, but I didn't realize that was going to be the last question. But yeah, that was the last Twitter question we were going to say today.
Aw,
There's a few
nice.
others, but I don't like to overdo it. You know, like just hit you with a bunch. So plus, like the other ones are a bit. I mean, most of them we've covered, so it's okay.
Nice.
With that being said, then Hannah, and that does sadly bring the end of the InsideMC podcast. I really
Yay.
appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
No worries. I always like to give the outro here for you to promote yourself. Anything you want to promote here within reason, of course.
Sure.
Where can we find you at? All that kind of jazz.
I'm just at Hannahxxrose on literally everything. And then next month, something cool might be happening in general. So watch out.
So keep an eye out.
Yeah.
There we go. The name will be in the title. Just search that. There you go.
Yay.
Well, thank you once again, Hannah. You've been an amazing guest. And like I said before we hit record, I was really excited for this podcast. And I think it turned out
Aw.
amazing. So thank you.
Yay. Thank you too.
No worries. This has been InsideMC. Thank you all for listening. See you in 2 weeks. Oh my God. It was so weird knowing that I'm not uploading a podcast the next week. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Pieces.